up there. A couple ties, a couple wins. Bulldogs playing well up there. It is Parent Day here in LeSueur. Bulldogs. Girls teams were taking on action earlier. Girls varsity lost 5-3 towards the men just before this game. And the varsity boys will be in action taking on varsity as well. Just got here from Hutchinson, Minnesota. Bulldogs PWB with a 7-1 victory over Hutchinson. Absolutely. We'll have Joe Kane join the broadcast here a little bit later. Great turnout here. Packed house on the Bulldog side. Marshall side's a little lighter. But we do, like I said, have a good turnout here for Parent Night here in LeSueur. The second half of the season's about to begin. And Bulldogs have a couple games coming up here. I believe next Tuesday they're up in Apple Valley, I believe, and then next Saturday they go to Laverne. So busy stretch coming up for the Bulldogs. I know their January calendar is pretty full, so should be a lot of puck to be broadcast over the next month or so. Today's varsity game will be broadcast by Ryan and Joe. That'll take place at the conclusion of this one. Starting in net today will be senior goaltender Anders Liddell. Anders going 2-0-1, I believe, up in Proctor this past week, so he's having a good showing up there. Splitting time between both varsity and JV. Bulldogs with a full complementary of players. Bulldogs will start with Gage Schmidt up front, along with Burns and Schaffler, Lagau, and Dreheim on the back end. Schaffler gets the puck right away, fires that one back behind the net. Picked up by Marshall in the circle. They're able to get it out into the neutral zone. And icing will be the call early on. Dreheim inadvertently threw that one off the line to his feet. Face-off controlled by the Bulldogs. Tyler Legal has it. Tried to get that over to David Draheim. That got caught in the stick of a Marshall player. Bulldogs cleared the zone. Give chase once again. Kept in the zone. Schaffler now gives chase. Along with Burns back behind the net. 25, big guy. Ooh, big hit over there by Gage. Puck pushed out. 2-on-1 coming the other way. Fired across the crease. Picked up by Schaffler. Kicked up. Now Gage will pick it up. And we got a high stick play by the Bulldogs. On bank line, Placido Phelps, along with Evan Schmidt and Justin Pexa on the back end. Schmidt works that into the circle. Now Pexa gets that over to Phelps. Or Von Bank, I'm sorry. Now 40 has it. He puts that one on net, goes to the right of Anders. Placido works it up to Pexa. Now Von Bank gets it up to Phelps. Over to Phelps. Placido. Phelps puts that into the shin pads of the goalie. Phelps works it out to the point. Schmidt has it. He'll fire. Low shot. And the goalie makes a stick save. Bulldogs with 2 early shots on net. Von Bank with the face-off, wins it. Placido slides that one right on net. And the goalie freezes it again, and then Phelps takes a shot behind the back. Face-off controlled by the Bulldogs, kept in by Evan momentarily. Now Marshall gets it out in the neutral zone. Pexa slows down that momentum. Phelps will pick it up. He'll take a hit from 25 as he dumps it in. Bulldogs switch out their D. Placido works it around, fires through the circle, had that open post. Threw it just wide of the net. Now Draheim works it back to Placido. Placido fires, no rebound. Goalie scoops out. John Draheim out there. Tish, Grant, and Myers out there as well. Telejohn has it. He fires that one. Goalie kick save. Comes across the crease. Nice centering pass by Tish over to Grant. And Marshall gets it out of the neutral zone. Telejohn dumps it in. Bulldogs give chase. Tish, first one to pick up the puck. Gets it out to Myers up front. Myers shoots. Myers tried to get it back on his backhand after his first shot on the rebound. And then it got knocked off of his stick by Marshall. Marshall comes away with it, number 38. He gets it over to 3. 3 battling the puck. Bryce now gives chase up against the wall. Grant takes a hit. And Marshall's able to get it out into the neutral zone. Telejohn picks it up. Feeds it over to Tish. Tish wraps that around. Tish. Bulldogs line all forwards to switch out. Ethan Legal first to meet up with the Marshall rush. Draheim does a nice job knocking off of his stick. He'll follow the puck now into the zone. He's got Grog with him. And he's got Legal out front. Stay high, stay high. Ethan's down there now, battling as well. Now Grog will give chase back behind the net. Knocked off of his stick. Legal centers it. That one bounces off the side of the net to Tyler. Tyler walked through the circle. That one gets through to the goalie. Makes a blocker save. Puck pushed out to the neutral zone. Bulldogs will have to regroup. Tyler Legal picks it up. Try to get that one up to Ethan. That was deflected off of Marshall's stick. A lot of guys tossing around right here. Ethan Legal works it over to Ethan Evenson. Ethan tried to center that one out front, now taken by Ethan Legal. Poked off of his stick by Grog, squirts down into the crease, and then Marshall will push that one all the way down for an icing call. Bulldogs doing a good job keeping the puck down in the Marshall zone right now. Schmidt, Berg, Schaffler, Schmidt, and Legal out there. Puck pushed out in the neutral zone. Burns with a hit. Tyler tried to get that up. Tyler will carry it down. He's got Schaffler on his right. Chips it over to Schaffler. Schaffler had to wait for him though. Maybe pitch that a little bit sooner and then Schaffler's momentum can keep going with it. Schaffler comes away with the puck. Tried to dump it down. That was deflected. Legal over to Pexa. Pexa, fans on that pass. Now tried to get that over. That was intercepted. Now Pexa loses the puck at center ice. Marshall will try to carry it down. Nice sweep check by Draheim. Puck pushed out in the neutral zone. Placido will give chase. Placido forces the turnover. Shoots, score! Christian Placido with the goal. Christian forced the turnover at the blue line, worked it through, and shot a 5-hole on the goalie. Nothing too special about it. Put it on net, slid it right between the legs, and puts the Bulldogs up 1-0 with 9:54 left here in period number 1. Nice give and go by the Bulldogs. Puck still loose. Must have been under Christian, and he got a couple whacks on him. Pexa fires a shot that deflects off the defender. Von Bank catches, fires it on net. Puck's still loose out there. Squirts back up. Von Bank fires another one. That goes high and wide. Pexa picks it up, works it down to Phelps. Or Placido. Placido takes a big hit. Von Bank now corrals it. Chips it over to Draheim. Draheim fires. That one doesn't get through. Blocked by the defender. Von Bank will go off on a change. Phelps works it over to Tisch as he was trying to cross the slot there. Pexa now picks it up, works it over to Tisch. Tisch will carry it in. He's waiting for reinforcements. Now he goes cross-ice pass over to Grant. Nice pass by Tisch. And then Phelps takes a hit down back behind the net. Telejohn has it. He fires. That one's deflected wide of the net. Grant chips it back over to Tisch. Tisch centers over to Telejohn. Telejohn fires. Goalie didn't see that one coming. Bulldogs are in a shooting gallery right now, just firing away at this goalie. Grant now has it. Tried to feather that one over, then it's knocked off with the defender's stick, number 12. Telejohn has it out at the point. Gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt fires a low shot. That one's deflected wide of the net. Tisch battling. Phelps comes away with it. Phelps takes a hit, and then Phelps retaliates with 12. Tisch has it, and he'll chip it in. Telejohn takes a hit. Schmidt takes a hit down in the corner. Telejohn comes away with it, gets it up to Myers. Myers flips that up to Legal, and that goes into the bleachers. And out of play. Ethan Legal on the faceoff gets it over to Tyler. Tyler over to Draheim. Draheim carries it in, and Bulldogs are offsides. .702 left here in period 1. Bulldogs out shooting Marshall 12-0. Marshall dumps it in. They'll give chase. Draheim will pick it up. Draheim carries it in, makes a move around, loses the handle right at the blue line. Rod will throw that down. Ethan Legal will give chase. Now picked up by Grog over to Evenson. Evenson will fire. He'll shoot. Goalie makes the initial save. Ethan Legal hammers at it. Grog had a rebound at it. Now Legal carries it around the net. Loses the handle in the circle and picked up by Marshall. Tyler Legal has the puck. He'll dump it down into the zone. Grog and Legal will give chase. Grog centers that one across the crease. About waist high. Pushed back down by Pexa. Now Evenson has it. Gets it over to Legal. Legal flips that one up. Burns will get chase. And Marshall will be offsides. Well, we'll have to touch up. .25 just leveled Gage. Kicked up by Gage. Oh, he leveled Evenson. Gage's shot deflects into the crowd. .540 left here in period number 1. Shots were 15-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. Schmidt, Burns, Schaffler, Pexa, and Evan Schmidt. Pexa works it up to Burns. Burns lets that go all the way down. Schaffler has it. Tried to get that one over to Gage. Now Gage has it. Fires that one into the stick of a defender. Fired. Steered up into the glass. Gage has it. Schaffler now has it. He fans on that first one. Makes a move around. Now he carries it through. Camden's tied up with the goalie down low. Pexa dumps that in. Bulldogs touch up. Marshall looks tired already. Bulldogs skating 4 lines. Marshall looks like they're skating 3. Schaffler keeps it in the zone. Now it's kicked up into the slot. Pexa works that back up to Schaffler. Now Burns has it. Oh, yeah, Braden on him. Braden gives chase, picks up the puck down in the circle and loses an edge. Draheim will pick up that puck. Marshall is quite physical here, similar to what they were a couple weeks ago. They'll hit you, but the scoreboard shows that they haven't registered a shot yet. Telejohn picks up the puck, makes a move around 1. Gets it up to Von Bank. Von Bank gets it over to Phelps. Phelps fires. That one goes off the goalie's mask. And into the circle, picked up by Marshall. Knocked off of the Marshall stick by Placido. Pushed out into the neutral zone. Telejohn will pick it up. And he will get it down into the Marshall zone. 3:40 left here in period number 1. And we got an offsides call. .12 minutes into the game. Bulldogs have 17 shots to Marshall's 0. Grant fires that one up off the glass and into the zone. Marshall tries to go D to D, passes behind him. Now Evenson, Tisch has it. And then Legal puts a shoulder into a guy as he crosses the blue line. Grant now comes away with the puck. Looks like he got a stick underneath him. Now Legal comes in and throws a heavy hit. Grant comes away with it. Makes a move around 1. Now pushes it up through the slot up to Myers. Rice will carry it down 3-on-3 coming into the zone. He's got Legal out front. Fires that one. That one deflects off the defender and over the net. Evan Schmidt tried to drop down. Now Meyer comes in and lays the wood. Meyer doing a nice job keeping the puck along the boards. Now it gets up to Legal. Legal walks the blue line. His shot gets deflected though and into the neutral zone it goes. 2:45 left here. Puck pushed up to Meyer on the near wall as the Bulldogs are switching out the others. His shot fires, goes up against the wall. Ethan Legal comes away with it. Now loses the handle. Now Meyer steers that one right back into the corner. Legal comes away with the guy Evenson out front. Evenson still battling, now gets it over. He fires that one right off the mask of the goalie. Evenson has it again, shovels that one backhand, picks it up, and he'll work that back down behind the net. 2:03 left. Meyer has it out front. He centers it, nobody there. Evenson, he'll fire. That one's through traffic, gets caught in 35 here. And 23 will get that down into the Bulldog zone. Draw again for Meyer. Grayheim works it over to Grant. Or no, Pexa, I'm sorry. Pexa's pass goes way out. Schaffler now pick up the puck. He'll carry it in. He'll fire. That one shot goes high and wide. Knocks the camera down over there. Picked up now by Schmidt. Schmidt fires. Pexa. His pass is deflected. Schaffler will give chase. Puts a hit up against the wall.
There is 1 minute remaining in the first period.
1 minute left in period number 1, and that one goes into the bleachers. Players' bench. Von Bank, Burns, Placido, Telejohn, Schmidt. Evan has it. Goes up on the far wall to Placido. Placido has that pass intercepted. Now Placido has it. Try to get that over to Von Bank. Now Placido has it. He's got Burns crashing the front. Tried to shovel it over to him. Now Von Bank has it. Gets it to Burns in the slot in the circle. We're gonna have a penalty on Christian for a cross check. That'll put the Bulldogs on the kill for the last 30 seconds of period number 1. Grant Placido, or Grant Phelps out there, along with Tyler Legal and Grayheim.
Placido for cross-checking at 14:30 on the first period.
Grayheim tried to get that out through the point, kept in. And Marshall got their first shot on goal. That shot rides up a stick. Phelps will give chase up on the near wall, pushed out to the point, and out into the neutral zone. And offsides the call with 5.5 left. Grayheim wraps that up on against the wall there. That'll be the end of period 1. Bulldogs out shooting Marshall 18-1. Score is 1-0. We'll be back in 1 minute for period 2. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Seward. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I plugged in the mic jack thinking it was working, and it wasn't. So I'm welcome here. My friend Joe King. Joe's joining the broadcast in period 2, maybe period 3. See how he feels. How you doing, Joe?
Good. Thanks for having me, Andy.
Well, thanks for coming over and telling me my mic thing wasn't working.
I wasn't listening, so hopefully listen for everybody at home.
Bulldogs up 1-0 on Christian Placido's goal halfway through the first period. Bulldogs out shooting Marshall 18-1. They'll start period 2 on the kill. Marshall turns it over. Phelps will pick it up. He'll fire. That one goes off the stick into the near corner. Bulldogs have Tish out there along with Phelps on the front end. Smoother and Tyler Liddell on the back end. Marshall picks up the puck, carries it down into the neutral zone. Able to gain into the Bulldog zone, but swept up to the blue line by Phelps. And Phelps able to push it back out in the neutral zone. 58 seconds left in Placido's cross-checking penalty.
Doesn't seem like Marshall's on a power play. Oh, Tish tripped over the blue line, but doesn't seem like they're on the power play at all, really.
No, Marshall looks to be pretty disorganized in a lot of ways. They don't have a lot of flow to their game. A lot of hitting, but not a lot of flow. Picked up by Tyler, back behind the net. He works that up against the Marshall bench and into the neutral zone. 30 seconds left in the power play for Marshall. Tish will bomb that one, goes right back down. Tish and Legal will go off. Phelps will pop off on bank in. Gage Schmidt now in. 10 seconds left in the Bulldogs penalty kill, and that will do it.
Good kill by the Bulldogs there.
Placido joins the rush. Von Bank picks up the puck. Makes a move around one, but then loses the handle at the red line. Pushed forward by Pexa. Pexa now gets it into the Marshall Tiger zone. Carries it down around the net. And knocked off of his stick. Marshall goes cross ice over to 21. He fans on that pass. Evan works that one right back behind the net. Christian has the puck tied up back there with 15. Still battling down there. Now works it out to the blue line for Evan Schmidt. Evan will fire. That one gets steered just to the right of the goalie. Picked up by Pexa. Pexa works it right back down over to Gage. Gage has the puck. Boys, you got to get open. Nice give and go there by Von Bank to Schmidt.
Yeah, you got to keep moving without the puck, and you can't just stand still.
Don't want that puck getting sticky on the stick. Marshall will ice that down.
Andy, what I'm surprised with is looking at Marshall's bench, they have 7 skaters on that bench. Come this third period, they're going to get extremely tired over there.
Yeah, they only brought 12 with them, and that was similar to what they had a couple of weeks ago when they were down there too, which is surprising with the amount of kids that they have to have so few.
Special guest star Carter Hunt coming into the broadcast. Carter,
Grog,
what are you watching this JV game here? What do you expect out of the JV game?
Hard fought battle, and the Bulldogs get the win.
Well, shots are 20-1 right now.
Yep.
What do they got to do differently to put the puck on the back of the net?
Aim.
All right. Smart man, Carter. Thanks.
Thanks, Carter. We'll get another drive-by here later on with a Bulldog varsity player if we can. Tish has the puck down behind the net. Grog is down there along with him. Evenson has dropped to D now, so he fires. That one goes off a defender, the winger stick. Bryce Meyer down in the circle, hacking away at it. Now Tish has it. Tried to get that one over to Bryce, but that one was intercepted. Now Bryce forces a turnover. Gets it over to Telejohn. Telejohn works that right back behind the net. Tish got his own puck. Bryce Meyer out front for the goal. Nice play by the Bulldogs there.
Good look by Tish behind the net. Looking for Meyer right all front. Puts it left side, top corner. Bulldogs up 2-0. Favorite was watching Coach Haugen on the bench, though, Andy. I don't know if you saw him. Just puts his hands up and says, finally.
They've been working hard. They just haven't put it in. Sort of fires his shot gets deflected out front. Now Schaffler has it. Drops it over to Schmidt. Schmidt
battling up against the wall. Now Burns comes away with it. He's got Schaffler out front. He's looking for him. Chips it over to him. Schaffler fires just wide. Legal now fires that one on net, but that gets blocked by the defender. Now Burns takes down a Marshall player. You don't hear that very often. Now Legal carries it. He walks the blue line, puts that one right on the chest of the goalie.
Burns gets his height from his father and his strength and athletic ability from his mother there.
That is 100% correct.
Smart ass, that's from me.
That's from his friend Joe.
10:41 left here in period number 2. Bulldogs out shooting Marshall 23-1. And now we're going to have a little goalie switch. I don't think it was planned. I see the trainer going over to the goalie, so. Trainer's going to look at the goalie over there.
Did he get taken down out there, or I didn't see what happened?
I didn't see what happened either. Schaffler will give chase. Puts a hit on in the corner. 26 now has it. Schmidt comes away with it. 40 now has the puck. Works it up over to 3. 3 will dump that in. And Liddell will cover that one up.
Yeah.
10-12 left here in period number 2. Shots at 20.
Want me to block her?
Bulldogs will send out Von Bank's line. Also got Evan Schmidt and Texas back there.
Andy, I wasn't at the games this past weekend. Did they change the lines up a little bit?
A little bit. Gage has been over with moving up to the top line with Camden and Schaffler. Or I didn't say top, but the first line that usually starts out there. And then this line has stayed the same. Nice play by the Bulldogs. And then the third line has become Tish, Myers, and Braden Grant. Placido now picks up the puck. He makes a move around the defender, pops off of the skate. Von Bank fires. Nice screen by Placido as Von Bank was shooting. Goalie makes a nice save.
Yeah, looking at what they're doing out there, Andy, they definitely got to start screening and just get somebody in front of the net. And shots 25-1, but only put 2 in the back of the net. Too many clean shots for the goalie to save.
Yep. Placido picks up the puck, carries it back around the net, carries it up through the circle, fires. Phelps is right there on the backside as well. Puck wrapped around on the far end. Kept in by Pexa. Pexa gets it down to Phelps. Phelps now tried to center that through the circle. That was intercepted by 12. 12 works it out the point. Pexa puts that one right back down. Go ahead, Em. And then Evan drops down, pushes the puck over to Phelps. Phelps centers it out front. That get caught in the skate 19. Nice pass by Schmidt. Von Bank wasn't quite ready for it. Phelps gets it over to Placido. This group is just working from behind the net, centering out. And they usually got a guy out front. Schmidt now works it back down low. Von Bank tried to center that one through the circle, and 29 is able to work it out in the neutral zone. Bulldog forwards will switch up. Placido has it. He'll carry it down. Gets taken off of his stick in the circle. 13 tries to go cross ice, and he's able to get it out just as the Bulldogs were switching out a defender. Myers comes up with it. He's got Tish out front. He'll fire. That one goes right over the goalie's head.
Did you say right over the goalie's head, Andy?
Yes, sir.
Only about 4 feet over, but that's okay.
Hey, it was still right over. Coordinate plane. Telejohn picks it up. 8:07 left here in period number 2. Telejohn gets it over to Legal. Legal gets taken out with the skates momentarily.
And now with us, Andy, we got starting goalie for tonight, Connor Messer. So, Connor, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
I think today's going to be a fun one. Close game, last game, so everyone's got to come prepared. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, thanks for the good advice, Connor. Have a good game, bud.
Thanks, Connor. Good luck, bud. Marshall, number 10, fires that one on net, and Anders freezes that one. Bulldogs shorten up one of their wings now.
with, or shorten up their center, I should say, with Braden Grant gone. We'll roll with 3 centers now.
Grant went out.
Braden Grant and David Draheim are dressing for varsity, so they went off after the first. Nice hit there by Tristan to play the body, and that puck gets pushed all the way down. Marshall goalie steers that one right to his defender. 26 works it over.
A little confusion there with the Bulldogs not knowing who should have been on ice. 5-on-4 there for a minute.
Gage Schmidt comes out with the puck, gets it over to Ethan Legal. Ethan loses the handle in the circle. Now pushed over to Tristan. Tristan pushes it right back into the circle. Now it's wiped down low. That one's chipped up off the glass, picked up by Telejohn. Telejohn fires. Right on net, good shot, and the goalie freezes it.
Meyer was right on the doorstep there, just looking for the rebound again. Good shot from the point by Telejohn. Shots 27-2, so congrats to Marshall for doubling the shot total this period.
Yeah, Bulldogs controlling the tempo for most of this game. Not much action for Anders. Schmidt Schaffler burns out there. Smuter fires. That one deflects. Rebound pops right over Gage's stick. Now Schmidt fires. Or Smuter fires. That one goes blocked. Legal drops down. Pitches down low. Puck, ooh, big hit by Gage, and Marshall player is slow to get up. Now Schaffler has it in the circle. Fires, shoots. Oh, off the post! And the goalie now has it.
He thought it was in.
It looked like it went post, crossbar, or crossbar post, maybe? Yeah. Face-off won by the Bulldogs. Smuter has it. He'll carry it down in the circle. He'll fire that one wide of the net. Tyler Legal will drop down. Get it over to Burns. Nope. Carries it through. Now centered out front. And bouncing puck over Smuter's stick. 6 minutes left here in period number 2. Smuter picks it up. Pestered by 23. Now he gets some momentum up. He'll ride it up through the bench area. Schaffler now has it. He fires. And the goalie makes a nice save.
Good quick shot by Schaffler, but once again, nobody in front of the net, nobody left the rebound for the Bulldogs. But very good period so far. Shot 31-2. Do they get the 5, Andy?
Which one? Bulldogs with goals or
Goals.
Marshall with 5?
Shots.
Shots? I don't know. Bulldogs have been absolutely controlling the tempo down here. Marshall has not been able to live outside of this zone, really. Nice centering pass by Phelps. Nobody there, though. Both teams look a little tired out there right now. Marshall. Nice job by Justin to slow down his rush. He'll come away with the puck in the neutral zone. Center that one over to Placido. Pops off of his stick. Now Evan works it over to Placido and down into the Marshall Tiger zone. Marshall looks absolutely gassed. They're barely moving their feet out there. Yep. Bulldogs have beaten
It's going to be an extremely long third period for them.
Yeah.
They need the break. They need this period to get over with.
Nice job out front by Phelps there, working hard. 4:56 left here in period number 2. Nice turnout here. Standing room only, double back. Everybody's at the rail, and we got another row or 2 behind them.
Yeah, I like how they did today with the girls' game beforehand. You get a lot of those parents that got a lot of kids on both teams. They get to see all the kids, both their kids playing, so they just pick on their favorite that day, like I know you always do.
Yeah, we were at Garrett's game earlier, picking the favorite there, and then we came down here for this one. So, good luck to PWB. They are in action here in Litchfield, a little over an hour from now. Good luck to them. We'll get them 80.
What, Score this morning was what,
7-1 over Hutch. After a little extended delay for the goalie getting his equipment ready, we're back at it. Nice pad save by the goalie. A good rebound. Nobody there, though, like we've been talking about. Those are the rebounds you got to take advantage of. Von Bank tied up down there along with Placido. Schmidt down there as well. Phelps down there as well. 3 Bulldogs down there. Now Schmidt steers that one into the slot.
Oh,
Picked up
very
by 40.
dangerous clearing play by Marshall.
Evan will give chase. He'll pick up the puck, wrap it up against the wall. Marshall caught in a change with their defenders. Placido will carry it down. Tried to feed that over to Phelps, but Phelps was a couple steps behind. Phelps now centered that one.
Ooh.
That should be a hook.
Oh,
And we're going to get it.
Andy, when you said the Bulldogs are controlling the play, Marshall hasn't even. They can't even get the puck to ice it down to change. They're just completely gassed right now. And then 5-on-4 here for the Bulldogs. I see this power play last about 30 seconds till they put one in the back of the net.
That would be nice because I have to be honest, the power play has its moments where they'll put it in 15, 20 seconds in. Otherwise, it's a full grind to get it into the zone. So hopefully this is that, what you were saying. Burns over to Meyer. Meyer fires. Glove save. Nobody there in the rebound. That one's worked up and pushed all the way down.
2 minutes for booking. That's
Odell to Smooter. Smooter drops over to Schaffler. Schaffler over to Burns. Burns will chip it in.
Well, so much for my prediction.
Schaffler now has it. He'll carry it down. Carries it in, through. Fires that off the skate, picked up by Tisch. Tisch puts it back on Schaffler. Now Burns has it. Centers it. Nobody there, though. Now Tisch fires. Or Schaffler fired. And
Good centering pass, but just nobody there for the Bulldogs once again in front of that net, Andy.
Burns tips it in, but he should have probably kept that. Now Myers comes in, drops it over to Schaffler. Burns side out in front. Can't get a stick on it.
Kicks it, good play by Burns, tried to kick up to his stick. It got tied up by 39 there.
Schmidt, Von Bank, Placido out front. Legao, Tyler, and Evan Schmidt on the back end. Face-off win by Gage. He'll get it to Legao. Legao walks the line. Gotta get somebody in front, boys.
Yeah, you got 2 guys to the right of the goalie just standing there looking for the rebound. If he's got a clean shot or a clean save, he's going to make that 10 out of 10 times so far today.
Do it again. Tyler works it over. Fires by Placido. Puck worked up to Tyler. Tyler carries it, looking for a pass. Gets it over to Gage. Gage backhands it. Nobody there, though. Picked up by Placido over to Von Bank. 7 seconds left in the power play.
We played better 5-on-5, I think.
More control of it. Evan to Gage. Gage tries to make a move around, and that one will be iced down. 1:45 left here in period number 2. Tisch out there with Grog, Meyer, Telejohn, and Evenson. Bulldogs finally control the face-off. Evenson carries it down low. He takes a hit from 23, shaking off the puck. Now Meyer centers it, nobody there. Ooh, Brock comes in late to try to hack at it. Icing waved off. Tish will pick it up. Tish carries it around, gets it up to Meyer. Meyer over to Evenson. He'll carry it down. Chip over to Tish, just outside of his reach. Tish, back over to Telecom. Marshall carries it in. 2-on-1 coming the other way. Evenson. Oh, off the post! Marshall gets one just past Liddell.
I call that a Riley Cam special. As a special guest to end the second period, I got Riley Cam here. Riley, how do you think today's game's going to go?
Pretty good. I mean, we won 3-1 against them last time. We just got to get gritty, get dirty, go to work, get pucks at net, pepper this goalie, and we'll find some success in that.
And can you tell me about this knee hockey tournament that was hosted last night? What was the outcome? How'd your team do?
We were Team USA, and we won the chipper. No one had anything well. Sammy just scored himself. Me and Ian O'Keefe, we scored on every team quite a bit. No one really had a chance against us, and Team USA took it home. We took the gold.
All right, well, congrats last night. Hope you can keep that momentum going today, going in the back of the net. Thanks, Riley, for joining.
Thanks, Riley.
Thank you.
Breakaway by Burns carrying it in. Fired a great shot. Goalie made a good save, 5-hole save. And then Schaffler came in on the rebound, crashing into the net, and pushed the net off the Murrays. 36 seconds left. Bulldogs up 2-0. Shots 39-3 now in favor of the Bulldogs. Tyler tried to get that one over to Burns, but that was behind him. Marshall kicks the puck, so icing waved off. Gage comes flying in. Gets it over to Burns. Burns flips it over to Smuter. Smuter pushes that one right back down low. Schaffler down low in the corner, 13 seconds left. Marshall flips it up. Tyler scoops that one, rebound. Burns now comes away with it, fires. That one goes off the ankle of the Marshall player. Schaffler controls the puck, fires, and does not get it. Bulldogs up 2-0, out shooting Marshall, 40-3. We will be back in about 15 minutes after the resurface. Bulldogs scores Placido and Myers. Welcome back, everybody, to Leesore, Minnesota Bulldogs getting set for period 3 action. Bulldogs with a 2-0 lead over Marshall, out shooting Marshall 40-3. Marshall having switched goalies. Halfway through the second due to an injury. Starting goalie's back out there, so that's good to see. He won't be a net, but he's still out there skating, so that's good. Bulldogs will start with Schaffler, Burns, Schmidt, Lookout, and Juarez joins for period number 3. Schaffler gets control of the faceoff. He'll dump that down. Gets caught up on the half wall, and Marshall will clear that down. We'll get an icing early on. Marshall playing with 4 defensemen and 8 forwards. Burns sets it up to Schmidt out front. And Bulldogs go up 3-0.
See what happens when you're doing play-by-play by yourself?
Am I on?
You're on. You're good.
Even better. Bulldogs increase their lead to 3-0.
The assistant number 36, Cameron Burns.
Tyler Legal has the puck, loses it at the blue line. Tyler Legal has it. Loses the handle. Bouncing puck onto Liddell. Picked up by Juarez. Juarez gets it over to Burns. Burns catches Marshall on a change out. He's by himself, though. Makes a move around. Then he gets sandwiched by 2 Marshall players. Gage, big hit down in the corner. Picked up by Camden. Camden now works it. Nope, loses the handle to Marshall. Schaffler slows it down momentarily. Now carried up to the zone. And we'll get an icing call on Marshall. 13:41 left here in period number 3. Bulldogs with an early goal here in the third by Gage Schmidt. Assist to Camden Burns and Tyler Legal. Von Bank line out there. Placido chips that over to Phelps. Phelps whacks at it. Goalie steers it into the corner. 26 has it. He wraps it around in the near corner. Placido down there. Phelps down there. Now Placido comes away with it. He's got Van Bank out front. Placido puts that one out front. Phelps then hacks at it. Now Von Bank comes away with it. Gets it out to Telejohn. Try to get it to Telejohn. Intercepted by the winger. Picked up by Evenson. Evenson carries the puck. Looking to get ahead of steam. Carries it down. Drives all the way through. Did that same exact play up in Proctor the other day. And he was able to put it in. Marshall goalie without his stick, and Marshall will ice it down. .45 left here in period 3. Bulldog varsity will be in action following this game. They'll have a 10-minute warm-up, and then they'll resurface, and then Joe and Ryan will be on the broadcast for you guys. So you'll be able to enjoy that one. We got parents getting their pictures with their players right now over in the corner, which is pretty cool. Tish line out there along with Ethan Legal, as well as Bryce Meyer. Meyer comes away with it, gets it over to Tish. Tish has it knocked off of his stick. Meyer tries to get back to him. Now Meyer tied up with 2 Marshall kids down there. Now Ethan Legal drops in to help. Ooh, and Evan takes a big hit at the blue line. Carried in now by Ethan Legal. He can't find the handle of it. Drops it over to Pexa. Pexa wraps that one back down around the corner. Gets it over to Meyer. Meyer sets it up to Tish. Tish fires that one to the right of the net. Kicked all the way around. Pexa. They'll fire. Ooh, and that one. Ethan Legal got taken down just as the puck was coming in. It was going right towards his head. Gage Schmidt out there along with Schaffler and Burns. Tyler Legal. And Juarez. Jacob will give chase. Knocked off of him. Now kicked out into the neutral zone. 4 Bulldogs right there. Tyler Legal will pick it up. Tried to get that up. 15 from Marshall comes away with it. Now Tyler tries to get a shot on 15. Juarez now wraps it around on the near side. Picked up by Tyler Legal, who gets it over to Burns. Burns tried to get that up. He's met by 2 Marshall players. Now Gage Schmidt comes away with it. Gage gets that one over to Schaffler. Now Camden's going to pick up the puck. He'll have a breakaway. Camden fires, shoots. Blocker saved by the goalie. Camden has it again. Backhand. Tried to go 5-hole on that one. Goalie will be forced to cover that one up. .49 left here in period 3. Gage fires that one off the side of the net. Gage down there along with Camden. Puck squirts now out to the circle. Schaffler will give chase. Puck pushed out in the neutral zone. Taken off the stick by Ethan Evenson. He dumps it right back in. Now Camden's going to get another chance at it. Nope, just outside of his reach. Dirty ice, he would be able to catch that. Now Camden has it. Centers it out front. Nobody there, though. And Marshall will push it out into the neutral zone. Evenson comes away with it on the back check. Nice job. Tristan has it. Gets it over to Placido. Puck pushed out into the Tiger zone. Nice job by Placido on the forecheck. Puck stays in the zone. Placido now has it. Pushes that one. Phelps joins the rush now. Von Bank deflects that one out into the slot. Picked up by Phelps. Phelps fires that one on net. And the goalie makes the save. .39 left. Shots 45-4 in favor of the Bulldogs. Score is 3-0 here in the third period. Face-off one, controlled by the Bulldogs. Schmidt will wrap that down in the corner. Pushed right back up by Phelps to Schmidt, but that one bounced over his stick. Picked up by Pexa. Pexa tried to get that up, but that was kicked in the skate by Marshall Tiger. Kept in by Marshall. Avenel controls the puck down. Nope. Now Pexa's there. Pexa will pick it up. Get it up on the near wall of Phelps. Phelps goes cross ice over to Placido. Nice long pass. Placido gets it taken right off of his stick by 28. 28 will come back the other way. Phelps on the back check doing a nice job. Pexa drops it for Von Bank. Von Bank now. 3-on-2 coming the other way. He's got a head of steam. Puts that one back behind the net. Pexa drops down low. That one kept in by Pexa now as he just retreated back to his spot. And Marshall will freeze the harmless puck slide on net. Tisch has it. Gets it out of Myers. Myers tried to get something on that, but just didn't have enough on it. I think he's back checked. Now Tisch carries that through, backhands it. That one gets scooped over the net. Myers has it again. He's got Tisch out front. Tried to throw that off the skate of a Marshall player. Myers now has it. Tried to get that over Lagao at the center of the blue line, but that hit his skate. Now Tisch tried to center it. Now out to Juarez. Juarez fires, and that one hits the roof. Puck pushed up against the wall. Carried out now of the zone by Marshall. Marshall goes into the Bulldog zone. Picked up by Tyler Lagao. Tisch down there as well. Tisch will come away with it. He's got Grog on his right. Gets it over to Meyer on his left. Meyer will get chased now. Meyer overskates it. Now Tisch dumps that down. Bulldogs will switch out two of their forwards. Lagao over to Telejohn. Telejohn will carry it in. Telejohn loses an edge just up against the wall. Now picked up by Gage. Gage will carry it in. Fired by Schaffler, and the goalie makes a save. Schaffler wraps that one around. Gage will pick it up back behind the net. Gets it all the way out to the point to Telejohn. Telejohn wraps it right back around. Picked up by Gage in the half wall. He fires. That one goes off a shin pad up against the wall. Now Telejohn fires, and the goalie makes a glove save. Coaching from Mitch over there. Telejohn keeps it in, pushes it back behind the net. Camden unable to pick it up though. Now Gage will wrap it right back around to him. He's got Schaffler out front. That one was going to Telejohn. Both guys were in the area. And that one's pushed out into the Bulldog zone. Pass to Telejohn was a little too hard. Now Camden will pick it up. 1-on-3 coming in. He'll make a move around. He's got Telejohn out front. Now he's got Schaffler out at the point. Scheffler will fire. That one's deflected. That one bounces right over Camden. Back out to Sam out the point. Sam wraps it right back around, just outside of the reach of Camden. That'll be picked up by Evenson. Oh, that one bounced just as it getting to Evenson. And it comes back over to Camden. Camden gets it over to Sam. Oh, that one goes right off his pads. Sam. Back. Camden still has it. Gets it back over to Sam. And pushed out through the center. Nope. Kept in by Evenson, and he'll chip that one. Oh, just a hair over the net. They're doing everything right. Placido has the puck. Gets poked off at his stick by the goalie. Von Bank fires. Rebound out front. Goalie does a nice job pushing that now up and against the wall. Goalie for Marshall is doing a fantastic job. Placido fires. Blocker save. Rebound comes out to the winger. 28 now. Carries it. Loses the handle. Von Bank gets control of it, and he'll flip that one up and into the crowd. Student section was not paying attention for that one. Hexa wraps that one up against the wall. Kept up by Marshall. Marshall pushes it down in the Bulldog zone. Shots are 52-4 in favor of the Bulldogs with 4:40 left here in period number 3. Hexa will come away with it. He'll wrap it around on the near wall. Kept in by the point. Now fired in through the slot. Picked up by Pexa. Pexa now tries to get it up. Unable to get it out of the zone. Wrapped back around by Phelps over to Schmidt. And stopped at the blue line by Marshall. Schmidt now dumps that one down. Bulldogs go to work with 4:10 left. Centering pass. Placido was ridden up the stick with 21. Marshall now carries it down, gets it over. 10. Knocked off by Pexa. Now Pexa comes away with it. Pexa over to Placido. Phelps off with Meyer. Pexa doing a nice job over on the blue line along with Von Bank. Puck pushed cross ice over the Marshall defender. He tried to get it over to the wing, breaking out. Picked up by Meyer. Meyer gets that up to Pexa. Pexa's got Legal coming over the blue line with him. Carries it through a couple, and the goalie makes the save with 3:11 left here in period 3. Tisch centering Meyer, Ethan Legal, Tyler Legal on the back end along with Jacob Juarez. Legal's down there along with Meyer. Bulldogs get it out to Tyler at the point. Ooh, nice tip by Tisch. That one goes just wide of the net. And then Juarez with a nice hard shot. .244 left. Oh, nice tip pass by Meyer over to Legal. Legal makes a move around, but that one slides right on net. 2:28 left. Marshall comes away with the face-off, pushes it out in the neutral zone. Gage comes out of nowhere. Cameron gets it back over to Schaffler. Schaffler fires, shoots, score! Oh! That one looked like it went in. Legal now drops it over to Burns. Burns wipes it right back around. Picked up by Schmidt. Schmidt back over to Tyler Legal. Now Schaffler comes away with it. Tyler Legal shoots. That one goes on the outside of the net. Burns has it. Gets it over to Schaffler. Schaffler fires. Nice job by Jacob to keep it in momentarily, and the puck bounces all the way down. 1:30 left here. Gage will pick it up. Pick up your head a little bit. Gage now carries it down. Schaffler working over there. Gage now comes away with it. Chips that one up on the net. Burns takes a hack at it. Puck goes around the net. Gage takes 2 hits. Now Marshall player. Now Bulldogs going to go on the power play. Marshall go on the kill for a minute left. One minute left in the game. Marshall throws that one all the way down.
To Marshall's number 15, Ryan Bushler. 2 for slashing. That's Bushler for slashing at 14 minutes of the third period.
Schaffler will carry it over the line. He'll get a shot off. That one bounces over the net. Tisch drops down to help Camden. Puck pushes all the way around to Schaffler. Schaffler has it. Gets it out to the point to Juarez. Juarez to Schaffler. Schaffler to Burns. Burns back over to Schaffler. Shoots. Juarez back over to Tisch. Tisch loses the handle in the circle. And we'll get another penalty on Marshall for a trip. I'll go 5-on-3 for the Bulldogs for the last 11 seconds. Shots are now 55-4. Burns gets it to Juarez. Juarez over to Meyer. Meyer fires. That one's deflected. That one's pushed all the way around. And that'll be the end of the game. Bulldogs winning 3-0. Out shooting 55-4.
Scoring at 18 seconds for the Bulldogs. Number 35, Gage Schmidt. The assist to number 36, Keith Burns. And number 18, Tyler Legal.
Goals for the Bulldogs today are Bryce Meyer, Gage Schmidt, and Christian Placido. Winning goalie for the game is Anders Liddell. Bulldog varsity will be up next. We'll be on in about a half hour or so, so tune in. Listen to the broadcast from Joe and Ryan. Until then, everybody, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you Tuesday night.